What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, G's and gents, peeps and cronies? It has been quite a minute since I shot a video here on my desk and stuff like that. But whatever. How everybody doing, y'all? I want to talk to y'all today about this whole waking up process, this spiritual awakening, because I know for a fact a lot of y'all have been feeling it, because I've been getting some messages from some people, I've been getting some comments from some people, and I've been talking to some people as well. So I know a lot more people are feeling that spiritual shift and that consciousness shift that's going on within the world today. And for those of you who are currently going through it, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what may or may not happen, but I'm going to tell you what happened to me, right? When you start really delving deep into yourself, when you start asking questions to things that you've always been told not to ask questions about, when you start looking for the whys and the why nots and stuff like that, people going to start to look at you different. Let's start off from the beginning. Number one, you're going to start to look at yourself differently. You're going to start to look at the world a hell of a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? You're going to really dig within yourself and be like, man, I feel like I can do this. You're going to start scratching your head a little bit to like, man, maybe I don't have to be in this situation that I'm in. You know, maybe I can do it a little differently. And with that bit of thinking right there, you're going to start to really sit and feel like, okay, I deserve to be in a better situation, because we only get and keep what it is that we feel like we deserve and what we feel like we're worthy of. You know what I mean? So when you start scratching your head like that, you're going to start to change. The things that you want to talk about are going to dramatically change. You're going to lose interest in just typical 3D BS of just going to the club, even video games and stuff of that kind of nature, and just the typical everyday stuff people talk about, such as sports, politics, and all kinds of stuff like that. Now, that doesn't mean that you still can't be somewhat involved in these things, because I just recently really got a good hold on that. But what it really means is that you're not finna put more than what's necessary in it, because you consciously understand that this stuff isn't real and it doesn't define you. It's just an extension of you. So when you start to really feel that kind of connection within yourself, you're going to really start to put yourself in more alignment with your purpose and what it is that you want to do. Another thing that's going to change as well is going to be the conversations that you have, not just within yourself, but extending outward to family, friends, and things of that nature. I'm just going to be real. You're going to lose some people. 9 times out of 10, I mean, I never know. But just speaking again from what I'm talking about and what I went through, you're going to lose a few comrades. And it may not be exactly what you think it is going to be, because I thought that, okay, I was just going to let people go or whatever, we're going to fall out or whatever, blah, blah. But it's not necessarily that, because what I'm experiencing is just like the conversations that I really want to have. I can't really get in that alignment with my friends as much. Damn sure not my family. I mean, I knew that earlier in, but I should have maybe put that earlier, but whatever, right? Just rock with me. The people who you around, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not going to really be on the same frequency. Y'all not going to really be on the same vibe. You're not going to be as interested as a lot of this BS as a lot of other people are, or you're not going to invest as much of yourself into it. Because oftentimes when we take our eyes and our mind away from who we are authentically, we lose interest in who we are. You know what I'm saying? When we lose that interest or whatever, we try to find it in other things. Like I said, video games, TV, sports and stuff like that. We use things like that to justify our existence, when really that justification is within ourselves. As long as you're still alive, you are in purpose right now. You're just trying to figure out, what do you want to do with this life that you have? You know what I'm saying? How to make money, how to make a nice living, how to be connected with who you are and still navigate through the other BS that we have. Because again, this stuff that we have right here isn't completely like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's nothing wrong with being into it. Nah, it's nothing wrong with it, but just don't need it, is what I'm saying. You can want the next game coming out. You can want to go see the Super Bowl. You can want to go get your nair hairs and all that kind of stuff done and all that stuff. But you're not going to feel like you need these things anymore. And when you get to that point, that is a sense of freedom that a lot of people today won't really be able to fully get with. Because again, they look for these things to justify them. But when you go within yourself and you start really diving deep, you'll be all right. But as far as going back to with the friends part and relating those two together, you're going to feel in a sense of freedom, a sense of great boundlessness. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do anything. Like you got it. You the top dog. You upper crust. when some people are still living their lives limited. Like the ceiling is only this far. You know what I'm saying? They got a cap on how far they can go. They got a cap on their commission is what I'm talking about. But moving on to the next one, I'm not numbering these. I'm just speaking purely on how I feel. But moving further on to it, what I'm talking about as well, the way how you view dating is going to change dramatically. You know, because a lot of people just end up playing games nowadays. I'm really just at the point right now where I have to realize I need somebody spiritual in my life, because that's just what I am. That's who I'm about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just all me now. And if she not really in connection with herself, we gonna have a lot of friction. We gonna have a lot of static across each other, because you're not going to be able to understand the things that I'm going through, the things that I'm learning, and you can't see these things. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have a difference of opinion. No, but as far as a general understanding of me is what I'm really getting on. Because the way that people date nowadays, in my opinion and in my eyes, it's a lot of nonsense. For example, why are people so afraid to just tell somebody, hey, I'm actively dating other people? You know what I'm saying? I'm actively looking for somebody who matches with me, somebody who I can vibe with. Instead, they'll just pretend like they're only invested into this one particular person. And then in turn, really, you not. You still trying to see what else is out there. You know what I mean? You still trying to go out and see, okay, what about you? What about you? What about you? What about you? When in truth, you know what I'm saying? You know for a fact that you still want to test the waters, is what I'm saying. That's why it's so important to just be authentic with who you are. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, I'm looking for somebody, you know, I can authentically share my love and life with. I'm looking for somebody I can share my pain, my pleasure, my trials, and then my successes with. There's nothing wrong with that. And in my honest opinion, I think a lot of people want that. But nowadays, they get so construed and so messed up with what the system raised them to be on. You know what I'm saying? That nobody knows how to just speak from the heart no more. For another example, it's so hard to just get an authentic conversation from people nowadays. Some people. It's so hard to get that because, again, not really people talking about real shit no more. All they talking about is just the surface level stuff. And to me personally, that gets boring. But for someone like you who understands what it is I'm talking about, and I'm going to take a hint, I take a guess that you do somewhat at least understand, because if you didn't, you wouldn't have made it this far in this video. But when you're going through this level of understanding and you just like, man, I really want to talk about the real, you know, I really want to be able to express my authentic feelings. I want to be open. I want to be vulnerable with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And really share that strong connection with someone. And a lot of folks just can't do that. So in turn, you're going to start to look at dating a little bit differently. Matter of fact, a hell of a lot differently. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because a lot of people nowadays still on that bullshit. People slowly waking up, slowly but surely. Yes, they are, because the shift is going on. But a lot still just ain't there yet. So it makes it a little bit difficult for us spiritual people to really find more people to connect to. So I'm still trying to master the art of just staying within myself and then letting that person come to me. It's part of one of the laws of attraction kind of thing. I'm not fully mastered that at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still working the bugs out, getting the kinks and oiling up some stuff, but I'm still working on that thing. But as far as the dating game and stuff like that go, you're not trying to play no games. You're really trying to find you somebody real and somebody legit, y'all. And it's a hell of a process, but it is worth it, because no matter how hard it gets, no matter how lonely you may get and how, you know, isolated you just feel from the world, it's still worth it. It's hard as hell, yeah. Walking this spiritual path is hard, and I'm proud of you for doing so, and I thank you for it, because we need more people like you and me out there trying to actually bring real back to being cool again, y'all. So that's just something that I was thinking about. I have no idea what I'm gonna label this video, but this is just pretty much, I guess you can say, the trials of being spiritual. You know what I'm saying? What you'll learn being spiritual, how difficult it can be in this world, and just letting you know that you're not by yourself. Enjoy yourself, y'all. Be proud of who you are, because you're going through this for a reason, because you have a great purpose in this world that you're finna really push forward to. Everything is going to work out in your favor. You're going to attract the abundance you want. You're going to attract the love that you want. You're going to attract the peace that you want, because you are peace, abundance, and love. That is who you are, y'all. Take it easy. Stay smooth like butter, slick like hair grease, and fine like cream gravy. And if you haven't already, check out my gaming channel. It will be in the description below, either on Instagram if you watch this on there, or YouTube. Y'all stay smooth. It's a damn good day. Oh, I got the button. I can click it. That work?